Hey y'all, I'm Rod. Springtrap just got released in the PTB and he feels incredible. Definitely not the strongest killer. Look at him tweak out there. But he is definitely a very fun killer, and he does have some gimmicks and nuances to him. Now, as you can see, I'm actually doing this intro while I'm queuing, and that's because I've been in queue for about an hour. There are so many people queuing for killer, it's really, really hard to find a match, just like when Kaneki dropped. But we're going to be running Barbecue and Chili, Lethal Pursuer, Corrupt Intervention, the new Springtrap unique perk, Phantom Fear, which, as you can see, when they're in my terror radius and they look at me, they scream and I see their aura for 2 seconds. It's like the killer version of Scene Partner. Now, in terms of add-ons, since this PTB is very new, I don't have many, just because I don't have a lot of blood points. But of course, we're running the Ebony Mori, and I'll see you guys when we get in a match. Alright, we got the brand new map. It's called Withered Isle. Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. This is a combination of the game and the movie. Thank you. And we actually have TJ Hayesworth, I believe I'm pronouncing that right, as the voice actor, which is pretty cool. But you'll see Springtrap's power is a lot like Huntress's in the sense that you throw it. But where it differs is... Let me see if I can show you. No, I messed up. I'm gonna commit to this chase just because I want to show you. Okay, he's not gonna let me show him. That's okay. So if you actually get close enough to do an M1 and you don't do a lunge attack, you can grab them so long as the axe is still in them. See if I can show you this. There it is. He does a little jump scare. And the thing about this is you recover immediately, right? So it seems it's going to be a little hard to flashlight, flashbang save, etc. But this map is actually very, very strong for killer, I believe. There's a couple double pallets, but unless it's the 2 pallets next to each other, most of the pallets on this map are actually really bad. Most of them are 20 or 80-20s in the killer's favor, if not plain 50-50s. There's not too many safe pallets. Also, I'm sorry, Steve, but I have no idea where the Orella went. Really, buddy? Oh, he's got head on. That's why he was doing that. Makes sense. Makes sense. Good drop. We're going to chase him out just because we can actually afford to. There's no gems done. We have 2 hook states, so we're about to get a 3rd. Putting Steve on death hook is going to be really, really strong for us. Did he get back in the locker? No. So Springtrap has 2 different movement speeds. He is a little bit slower than the actual, like, for example, the Trapper, the M1 killers who have 150 speed? I don't remember. He is a little bit slower. Also, we hear someone on our right. But he makes up for that, obviously, with his projectile and his ability to grab, right? This grab obviously ignores endurance and whatnot. So let's say someone has off the record and they get full healed and then you throw an axe at them. Instead of going for another hit, which would trigger off the record, you can just grab them, and it completely ignores off the record, just like a regular grab. I'm gonna see where anyone is. But yeah, I really do enjoy this map. Hello? But yeah, he plays a lot like I said, like the, see if we can get the swing. No. He plays a lot like the Huntress in terms of looping. You want to loop him just like the Huntress. We're gonna go for the M1 there. Because getting the hatchet in your back is really, really good for Springtrap. Just in terms of, he has add-ons that give you hindered, he has add-ons that gives him haste when there is a hatchet attached to someone. And overall, the hatchet is just, it seems very strong. Especially in the speed in which it comes back. The only part where it's lacking is range. It doesn't go super far, I'll throw it for you. It's very heavy. Hello, Steve. It'll be nice to actually get Steve out of the game here. Pre-drop? He is a pre-drop princess. And now he's dead. We're gonna actually just take the lunge because I want to Mori.
Exquisite. You're mine now.
All of this is from the movie, if I remember correctly, this endoskeleton and whatnot. And then we move on to a jump scare. Nice. I believe that blood actually stays on his face, which is a little fucking creepy throughout the game. So, you know, you can enlist fear. I think I hear someone on that gen. I'm not too worried about it, though. Nice. She decided to go this way. So I haven't actually had to use his secondary power. But what his secondary power is you can actually teleport. You see all these white doors. You can go inside and teleport, which teleporting gives you undetectable for actually a really long time. And if there is a survivor who is inside of that door, you will instantly grab them and exit. So from full health to dead. And there's no way to really combat it except for obviously not doing that. Like, for example, I just saw someone go in here. We're gonna assume... Where did they... Okay, they went this way. So now we're completely undetectable. And we have an add-on that whenever we leave one of the gates, we get... all the pallets and windows around us get blocked for, I believe it's 6 seconds. We see a survivor here. Which is, again, really strong. Oh, she's already injured. Can we alley-oop? Nice! Good work. You can do that sometimes just because of the curvature of the actual hatchet. You can throw it over obstacles. That was actually really nasty. And I believe we saw someone over here near Shack. We're gonna kick. And he actually can do what Alien does, the Xenomorph, in terms of going into a door near a hook and then immediately exiting when it's unhooked. Because they have no way of knowing. We're not going to tunnel, we're going to go after this Orella. But yeah, they have absolutely no way of knowing if you have gone somewhere else. Now, the survivors can walk up to the doors and access the security camera, which runs off of power. And there are security cameras around the map, which they can look at you and it will reveal you. But it is unlimited battery. Once it runs out, it has to take time to recharge. Wow, this Orella has crows on her for a long time. There we go. She is very fast. I wonder how she's moving so quickly. This is a very safe loop, by the way, in main. This is one of the bad things about this map, is this loop is very safe. So if you are playing on this map, I recommend running Bambi. Just because, like I said, the pallets are not strong, which strong are the windows. In fact, I think she can infinite this, just because she gets enough distance. So we're actually going to disengage. And we hear Kate. Nice. Oh, not nice. We'll break this. Another thing about Springtrap, I'll see if I can find a video of it, because I don't think they're going to showcase it here, because we don't have any flashlight users, obviously. But when breaking a pallet, it is practically impossible to flashlight blind Springtrap. I don't know why, but he looks down all the way until he's actionable again. So maybe if you're running an iridescent bulb with the purple lens add-on to add max brightness, maybe you can get the blind off. But I've never been blinded while breaking a pallet. It's very crazy. And while obviously I love it as a killer main, I don't believe it's fair, and I don't think it should be in the game. We found Hatch. And this moves on to Springtrap's endgame. Very strong endgame, because I can go over to here. Instant teleport. And it's just the end of the game, simply. Rah! Now we throw her on the ground, and, Big Mori.
Ordered the special.
But yeah, all in all, Springtrap is a very fun character. I'm not sure how strong he is. If I had to guess, I'd say low B tier, maybe even mid to high B tier, but he is a very fun killer to play. But yeah, that was Springtrap. Look at him walk, that was creepy. But yeah, that was Springtrap. Very fun killer, like I said. I will probably be maining him right next to Kaneki, so expect more from... Did my game just... Okay. Well, I guess I'm doing this from this screen. But yeah, I do plan on playing this killer more. The PTB is having problems right now, so I'm not sure how often I'm going to be able to get videos out, but keep an eye out for more Springtrap content. I absolutely love this killer. If you liked it, you know what to do, and as always, have a better day than me.